We're back to the front of the bus here. Coco's helping out here, keeping an eye on things. We got kind of an interesting episode here for you. I'm going to be adding even more exterior lights. As you know, I have put some LED markers all over. I've probably got 3 or 4 times the amount of markers that comes on this bus, but I'm adding even more. You know why? I don't think truckers should get all the fun when it comes to that sort of stuff. So I've got some of these already mounted. Let's review what I do have. I've got markers on the bay doors, and I went through the trouble of trying to make sure they were even, not just on the doors, but even between the doors. So that way when they're all shut, it's an even distribution throughout. It was a little tricky to get that right. I don't know if I'm exactly on, but I got that done. I did that a couple years ago, and it has actually been great. Trying to back into sites at night, maneuvering at night, it really illuminates everything. I know there are docking lights you can get, but why not just load it up with more marker lights? And we've got some up top there. It's above the awning, you can see some. These two are not on because I got a bad wiring situation there. Looks like one of my T-taps came out on the ground side. So I'm adding those. And then the other crazy thing is, oh, it's getting windy. I'm planning to do a blue underglow, and I've got a plan for that. We will see how that turns out. It may be in the thumbnail, so maybe you already know. But it's all about the process. It's about the journey. It's not about the destination. It is very windy today, so we're on the other side of the bus so I can show you. One of the things I did to make my life a little bit easier is I made this template. And this is similar to a template I used when I made these the first time. So what this is just a little piece of 1/2-inch ply. And I marked where the center hole would be to put the wires through, and then the mounting holes. And then, so it locks it so it's in the same spot every time. And then I can drill the holes in there where they need to be. And then all I do is I mark the center point of the light. You know what, maybe we need more lights. Maybe let's add a second one or a third one right there. We'll see. I've got plenty to do yet. I want to add some here. I think I might even put one in the screen there. I'm gonna add 2 on this door. Maybe one in the corner yet. And obviously I got these 5 here. I like the spacing here. 2 in this door, matching. And then at least 2 more here, and I've kind of got it marked where I think they're going to go. I'm trying to match the spacing there, so I think I'm pretty firm on those. I'm trying to be a little smarter about how I tie into all this, and all this wiring may seem really intimidating to you. It definitely does to me. Let's see if we can get in here. But luckily, and it's tough with the sun, but there's this panel here that'll show you pretty much what everything is and where it goes to. And the nice thing is there's already some thermal breakers here that I'm going to already use. So I'm going to tie off the marker lights for more markers. Or I'll come off that switch, I think, for additional there. But I'm going to add an additional switch for the underglow lights. So I think I'm just going to tie off of one of these, the reading lights, because we don't even have the reading light system anymore. And then I'll come off that switch, probably come down, and then split into some kind of T connection there, go this way, and then go that way. I'm probably only going to do the underglow to the rear wheels. I don't know if I'm going to do it all the way in the back. So we'll see how that goes.
Several months later.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a hot minute. 3-4 months. Now it's winter, snowing. Got Coco here. Thought I'd quickly go over how I did the underglow lighting now. I bought this aluminum LED strip channel on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for it. And it comes in about 6-foot long cables. They're not, I don't know, like 6, 7 foot long sticks there. And this is ones that I cut down. And then what I ended up doing was I screwed this up into the bottom of the bus, the floor, and then I cut the, whatever, if any of the screw came up through the bottom of the bay, I just cut it off. So what I ended up doing here is put the LED strip in here, and this has that that adhesive backing on it here. Took that off, stuck it on there, and then this strip just kind of locks it in place. And then guess where that's going? Nowhere. Not going anywhere. And then for the ends here, where do I got it here? I got it somewhere in all my files. Can you tell I've been doing a lot of solar stuff and everything? My shop's still a complete mess. Well, anyway, somewhere in here, I used a little heat shrink tubing that I soldered on some leads for this to tie into a complete system. So I ran 3 of these strings all in parallel into that breaker that I had there before. And the glue-filled heat shrink tubing kept it all sealed, and it's still been working thus far. Maybe we'll go take a look at it. So inside, this is the light, or the switch that I ended up connecting it to. It's called mirror heat, because I don't have heated mirrors. So, turn that on. Got our clearance lights on. Let's go take a look. It is middle of January. I think that looks pretty good. Let's take a look at the other side here. Believe it or not, it's been raining all day today. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Now, will I drive with it like that? Probably not. Will I forget sometimes? Maybe. But it looks pretty good if I'm going to like a classic car show or just hanging out in the campground or a truck stop or whatever. You know, it's all about having fun with these things, so why not?